Hello, Kentucky. Kentucky in touch with the 2027 #1 point guard. Have you seen it? Before the news, subscribe to the channel to receive more news. King Gibson, the #1 point guard in the national rankings, is a name that is already emerging as one of the greatest talents of his generation. At just 16 years old, Gibson already demonstrates a level of maturity and skill that transcends his age, and Kentucky is determined to ensure that he is part of its future. Gibson, a young man who currently stars at Verde Academy, an institution famous for being a factory of basketball stars, has been attracting attention not only for his impressive numbers, but for the winning mentality he displays on the court. On the Nike EYBL circuit, where he plays for Team United, Gibson averages 16.9 points and 3.9 assists per game, in addition to a spectacular 57.1% three-point shooting. These numbers, however, are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to evaluating the young point guard's impact. As highlighted by Jamie Shaw, analyst for On3, Gibson plays with a poise and control of pace that is rarely seen in players so young. "You would never guess Gibson was just a freshman to watch him play," wrote Shaw after watching his performance at the prestigious Hoop Hall Classic, an event that brings together some of the best prospects in American basketball. Kentucky's interest in Gibson is evident, and initial conversations between the player and the program's coaches have already begun to take shape. Although coaches will not be able to officially contact prospects from the 2027 class until June 15th, Gibson has already told the press that Kentucky is among the schools that have been in constant dialogue about his recruitment. In a statement that certainly warmed the hearts of Wildcats fans, the young point guard praised Kentucky's competitive mindset when commenting on the team's recent win over Duke in the 2024 Champions Classic. "Duke just didn't take advantage of the opportunities that Kentucky was giving them the entire game. Kentucky's mentality to come out and score in the last 5 minutes really surprised me, and that's what got them the win," Gibson said. Those words reflect not only his admiration for the program, but also a resonance with the culture of excellence that defines Kentucky basketball. It's still early to predict how Gibson's recruitment process will play out, but Kentucky is already positioned as a top candidate to land his signature. The program has worked hard to build relationships with some of the top talent in the 2027 class, offering scholarships to the likes of Baba Oladoton, CJ Rosser, and Obinna Ikezi Jr., while maintaining early contact with other highly rated prospects like Paulo Sarui, Jalen Mitchell, and Marcus Spears Jr. However, Gibson appears to be the biggest prize of this initial crop. His combination of physical ability, vision, and leadership skills make him the ideal point guard prototype for Mark Pope's philosophy of versatility and tactical nous in his players. Additionally, the fact that Gibson recently visited North Carolina State University, NC State, as well as programs like South Carolina and Georgia, suggests he is exploring his options carefully. However, Kentucky does have one significant asset: its unparalleled reputation as a launching pad for professional basketball careers. From John Calipari to Mark Pope's current tenure, the Wildcats have been synonymous with talent development and national success. For a player like Gibson, whose ultimate goal likely includes a future NBA draft selection, aligning with a program with such a tradition could be a game-changer. As recently reported, the university led the charge to prevent the SEC from capping NIL spending in each sport, granting it greater freedom to invest in its athletes. This could be a crucial factor in attracting a player like Gibson, who will certainly have multiple enticing offers on the table. The potential to monetize your brand from the start of your college career is something few schools can offer as robustly as Kentucky, and that has its upside. Let's get moving. Otega Oweh is focusing on his shooting to start the summer. Oweh, who showed his potential during his rookie season in 2024, returns with a mission to elevate his game even further. Over the past year, he has excelled as a relentless slasher, cutting through defenses with his explosiveness and ability to attack the rim. His ability to penetrate and finish with authority has made him a dangerous asset in the Wildcats' offense. However, like any player striving for excellence, Oweh knows he needs to fine-tune certain aspects of his repertoire to reach the next level. One of those areas, as he himself identified, is his jump shot, a tool that, if mastered, could turn him into an even more complete threat. In recent days, clips shared by Oweh on social media, particularly Twitter, have given fans a promising glimpse of his summer work. The footage shows the forward working hard to improve his shooting, with relentless reps and a demeanor that reflects focus and determination. The visible improvement in his mechanics is an encouraging sign, suggesting that the player is committed to filling the gaps in his game. For a team that wants to fly high, Oweh's improvement could be the difference that puts Kentucky back on top of college basketball. Mark Pope, known for his strategic approach and ability to develop talent, appears to have found in Oweh a player who embodies the mindset he seeks to instill in the program. Since taking over, Pope has worked to build a roster that combines versatility, intensity, and tactical nous. The return of Oweh, combined with the arrival of new talent and the maintenance of a solid core, reinforces the confidence that the Wildcats are on the right track. Last season, while marked by flashes of brilliance, left fans with the feeling that something bigger is coming. With Oweh leading the pack, that expectation takes on even greater dimensions. Oweh's decision to return also reflects the strength of the program under Pope's leadership. In a landscape where many young talents are opting to leave college for the professional game, Oweh's choice to remain in Lexington speaks volumes about the culture that is being built. It's a testament to the environment Pope and his coaching staff are cultivating. A place where players believe they can grow, compete at a high level, and prepare for the future, whether in the NBA or beyond. As the summer progresses, all eyes will be on Oweh's development. If the practice clips are any indication, he's determined to turn his jump shot into a reliable weapon. This evolution will not only benefit his individual performance, but will also open up the game for his teammates, creating more space on the court and challenging opposing defenses. For a team with dreams of the Final Four and beyond, every little improvement Oweh makes is a step in the right direction. College basketball is a place for epic storytelling, and in Lexington, Otega Oweh's story is just beginning to be written. Under the guidance of Mark Pope, and with the passionate support of BBN, the young guard has the opportunity to make his mark not only at Kentucky, but nationwide. I can't wait to see what happens this season. Let me know what you think.